see many familiar faces and a lot of people here at the seminar. The tickets are important because maybe next year we get a bigger room so you can all sit.
Yeah.
So, my name is Carlos Jauger. I am also known as Peloton. I'm also known as Bostria in the forums, in the communities. I'm getting more celebrity stuff because lately so many videos from this world that my popularity has increased so much. So, two things before the beginning. Excuse me, English, I'm trying to express myself the best I can. Okay, I'm going to have to express probably many precise information, and from that information you may understand something, you know, communicating rules is difficult. But don't worry, the book will be better. You can raise your hands and interrupt and ask questions about design and stuff, but all the things about third edition and rules, and let's get those questions to the end of the seminar, okay? Better, okay? Because rules are something that I have to communicate in a very precise way. So, I have lots of images here, okay? And 90% of those images have never been seen before. So you can all get your phones, photograph everything, put it in the forums, you know, the best, the more this seminar is spread through the media, is better for everyone, okay? So think about all those Spanish guys that would like to be here, okay? So, let's begin. Let's begin pretty quick, okay? What's new in August for Infinity, okay? Maybe some of you have seen it, but okay. Yeah. Okay, you have already seen this guy here, Jimbo, concept artwork. When we first released the concept artwork of Jimbo, many people got super excited with him and sent emails and made a little campaign in the forums about asking for a standing Jimbo figure. Once again, Corvus Belli reads and provides. Okay.
Nice.
So these are all 3D previews. The bike is the same model of Penthesilea bike, but has a little custom stuff on the back. The Aragoto helmet, backpacks, the contender. So, you know, because we all also love Jimbo, so we care about this product. So at the end, it will be a box that has 4 miniatures, Jimbo on bike, Jimbo standing, and 2 crazy koalas. So it's a very complete product in my opinion. Okay?
Crazy koala. Oh, it's mostly. Okay.
Can only feel
And I usually send a photo with Jimbo and clone Jimbo. I love this scenario. This is something new that Suso, worker of Corvus Belli, has made. At some point I was working with bits and weapons and stuff, and I was like, maybe it would be cool having a scenario with, you know, like the armor, you know, all the weapons over there. And Suso get lots of bits, and they began to make this little piece, and I love it. It's perfect for the photos. I would like to have more Spec Ops, because this the guy with all the weapons behind will be the perfect photo for an Spec Ops. The idea came out when we were releasing the Spec Ops.
We would also.
Okay. Let me show you something new. Okay. The Gotail mobile unit. No one knows the true profile of this unit yet. This is the color share. Color. Oh! Gotail mobile unit. Awesome. A Toga has similar armor, has 6 miles, movement 6'4". Okay. And Super Jump. Super Jump 6'4". Okay. Regular, non-impervious 2, similar armor, holo projector level 2, and courage. What weapons can he have? combi rifle with EM grenades, that will be something tricky in 3rd edition. 2 combi rifles, boarding shotgun, Spitfire, and forward observer, so he can accomplish objectives. Okay? No Tohalink ability, okay? So he won't be part of fire teams, probably because having all echoes in the middle of a fire team will be confusing. Or you can say, no, it's a 5-man fire team. So I have some beautiful photos here. This is the Kotail with the 2 combi rifles, okay? He's using the hollow echoes here, you can see that. This is the most revealing photo. Yes, it has hollow projector level 2. Okay, but I'm going to skip the script and go directly to something that everybody wants to know. So, my friend here has something to tell you.
Oh.
Oh.
So there you go. Suyon Invincibles, also known as the Terracotta Soldiers. Once again, my favorite new scenario. The concept design, we can see the logo there, that will be the pattern for all Invincible logos from the upcoming Invincible army, okay, full of heavy infantry. But why is this heavy infantry themed army? Because they have the Suyon Invincibles, and this is the 2 profile. Heavy infantry, Suyon Invincibles, Terracotta Soldiers. They will have more options, okay, but I hide him a few surprises for the book, okay. 4-4, which in 3rd edition will be common for heavy infantry, okay, because we decided that if they have servo muscles, if tanks move 6-4, the heavy infantry now move 4-4, okay. Close combat 15, normal, okay, not spectacular. BS 13, PH 12, willpower 13, arm 3, BTS 3. Notice that now in 3rd edition there is no longer the negative and confusing value, okay? Wounds 2, silhouette 2, the silhouette attribute, okay? Regular, non-impetuous, Q, kinematica, level 1. I don't know the English name of this, maybe it's kinematic, sorry. That means that when dodging as an AR roll, instead of moving 2 inches, they can move 3 inches, okay? Suyon, combi rifle, 2 breaker pistols. What is the breaker pistol? Everyone who has already seen the Eystone rulebook, you can see the breaker pistol there. What is it? Breaker pistols are viral pistols, okay? With a damage of 12, okay? So this guy has 2, so this allows us to make okay. So, the interesting one, Suyon with HMG and still with 2 breaker pistols. That is important because you know that now after the Infinity Vision 4 week, you know that the HMG in 3rd edition has a very bad short range value, okay? But now he has 2 breaker pistols, so he can drop the thing and so that makes it useful for every moment, okay? And the price for this group will be 1.5 SWC and 35 points. I don't know, can you read well the numbers? Yeah. Okay. So what we have here is a very decent heavy infantry for less than 30 points. So this means that you can make 10 heavy infantry list for 3rd edition, and still having enough for fielding something else.
Chinese. Better weapon.
Quick question about the profiles. So since these are clearly 3rd edition profiles, is this guy coming out before we get 3rd edition?
This guy has already been
Oh,
released.
right. So then, what are we playing in 2nd edition? How do we do that?
Well, what you're seeing here is the real profile from 3rd edition.
Ah.
I don't know if the Gutier that cares about this stuff will make a temporal 2nd edition profile with the calculations, okay? So, we have made that with some C, for example, because some troops that are obviously miniatures that are obviously released for 3rd edition, like some C with the boarding shotgun, have a temporal true profile which is 2nd edition, because Sun Ce has some new abilities that doesn't make sense at all in 2nd edition. I will get more into that later. So, boarding shotgun, the new weapon. Now everybody wants shotgun. Multi-rifle, missile launcher, and light shotgun. This is beautiful. You know, it's like everything. This will be a popular option. Look, notice that NCG 1.5, 35. Missile launcher and light shotgun 2, 36. It's not a big difference, right?
Yeah.
It's a choice, a very interesting choice here with spending SWC. Now, MCG with automated kit combination here, okay? For our observers, so he can make objectives, and lieutenant, okay? But there will be a few more slots here that I'm hiding intentionally, okay? Of course, it's obviously to profile that we will be able to make 5 things in 3rd edition, okay? I don't know what he's doing this.
I already played Eugene.
So, okay, now, boarding stuff, don't worry. Well, first of all, huge success. This is something that I have to share with you. Huge success this year at Gen Con. Rounding the numbers, we can say that we sold out everything on Thursday, okay? There was just 32 more boxes on Friday, they sold out, but now today they told us that one guy booked one box and then go asking money to his girlfriend or something like that. He never come back, so we sold the last box today. We put just a little paper, last box. So sold out everything, so it's a huge success for us. Now we have to make more calculations with this level of popularity and success of the brand, so we must think about next year and being able to bring, I don't know, thousands of stuff. I mean, the numbers have changed, we have experienced a huge growth. Let me share with you some information here.
People play this game?
Spanish. So last year I came around here with the columns until 2012. This shows the growth, the popularity of the game. We have a little growth from 2006 to 2007, a little growth because it is 25, but 25 compared with this column. Everything is just mentioning the growth compared to previous year. Nothing spectacular here, again a little growth here, nothing spectacular here, even a little lower even. Okay, these were tough days, especially around here. It was difficult to sell the game, it was difficult to stores, distributors, they would say, these are too depending of terrain game, it's a too strange game, you should kill someone even suggested the nomads are ugly, kill them. You get some genius guys, you know.
That was my idea.
It's a moment where the game is beginning and the game is trying to find its own public and everything, and because the game is very different from other games, it was wrong. You know, this game is wrong. It's not going to work. So it was tough years, okay? But I will always say that Beast of War, first Infinity Week, a moment when markets that already had the product in the stores but no one knew about it, discovered Infinity, and then we experienced this line, this thing. Okay, so we experienced a dramatic growth. This is dangerous. I mean, a company that suddenly skyrockets so quickly, so powerful, requires a lot of decisions, requires a lot of restructuring, the whole thing, of being able to adapt to a huge demanding of product that we are not used to, okay? So 75% growth compared to this column, okay? 75 on this column, over this. So next year, 75% growth again, huge. Okay, this is the consequences of being discovered by the USA, probably. So, 2013, just 14% growth, just that. And now, these are not solid numbers yet, but this is an estimation, but it came from Fernando, so it will probably be a very pessimistic estimation. So, because we are releasing Ice Storm and the numbers of Ice Storm are becoming math, because at the beginning of this year, all the distributors look at the numbers and they decide to raise their minimums, because we are releasing 3rd edition, because the expectations are really high. We expect to grow, to experience a 25% growth. But the size of this growth is bigger than the original size of the company, so it's huge. I can tell you that when I entered in Corvus Belli around 2007, it was a company of less than 10 persons. Now we are 33 persons working there full time, and probably we'll have to hire more people. And we're running out of space. Now we are hiring colliding buildings, so next buildings around Corvus Belli for storage and for thinking about, okay, maybe the studio has to be in this other building and production only in this building. Problems of the huge growth, okay? But we're very happy. Now we have problems, yes, problems. You know, first world problems. So, happy days, and a very exciting year, this 2014. And what I think, I'm more optimistic with this. I think that next year is going to be huge because ITS and all the consequences of the 3rd edition. So I think that this is even to grow even more. Maybe we will have to begin to make some big decisions, the ones that are painfully to make. Okay. So, who are these people? Let me show you. Let me show you Corvus Belli. Okay, this is a very simple sketch, just to make you know. Some of you may know this. Okay, Corvus Belli is still a very small company. I mean, we're doing our best to being able to deliver to the market all the products, but at the end, it's a very it's very narrow place. Okay, it's not huge, but it has multiple levels. Here, production. Okay, all this, the lower floor is where people gets the copies and packages and makes the products and boxing of the products. Okay. Foundry is where they obviously make the copies with those machines, the centrifugal force of the molds, you know, the grisol with the liquid metal. You know, management is where Fernando is mostly, because we have this stair here, and this is a very open area because this is inside the same room. This is like an upper level. Many questions and many decisions are discussed there. You know, with everybody standing, people on the stairs, you know, it's a friendly place. The studio is where the artists are, you know. Thinking, you know, the rhythm here is super strength, deadline for everything. Oh, we have to push it. Oh, the distributors are angry because we have a delay. And then there's the studio where, no. Carlos Torres is designing there, José Luis Roth is sculpting, Fausto, this super revolutionary sculptor for us, is constantly making miniatures there. I am making dossiers and stuff, Alberto is making some graphic design, Angel is painting, and Duff is also painting there. And then we have just a little piece of thing here that we use for eating and testing, and sometimes having meetings. But the roof, the ceiling in this room is like this. You roll a kit and jump. So, just like the sketch of how Corvus Belli is. This is Alex. This is a very important person in Corvus Belli. He has a an attitude. He's a guy that has explosive rage. You know, he's quiet and then it explodes. So you have to be careful with him. I say every year this guy is very important in production. He pulls production. Okay, he's the kind of guy that pulls. Okay, moves the whole company with him. He's able to deliver deadlines with molds, with production, with everything. And he has a lot of weight and respect on the company. So if we are thinking about making an effort, okay, Alex, is this okay for you? Do you think that we can make this? And he decides, well, if it's this week, yes. That happened with the extra bits in the Spec Ops blisters. I said every year. We have the idea, Fernando was not very convinced, Alex came by and said, if you do it, we do it this week, it's okay. But next week, that will be impossible. So we worked with him, trying not to give him bits that were difficult to cast, you know, trying to make things easier. But finally, the Spec Ops blister had extra bits, and they were super successful. So, who is that? You cannot get angry with this man. David is a very nice guy. His head is huge. Now he's known because he's painting miniatures, okay? Because the volume of copies of miniatures that we have to deliver every month is huge. So Angel cannot paint everything. We are making 15 miniatures every month, something like that. So that is the new painter, okay? But he's more than a painter. Before that, he is the guy who programmed the software that now Corvus Belli is using for production. Because before that, Corvus Belli was working with pen and paper, you know. 15. Hey, now we have 15 of these, okay. and America asking, please make me 1,000 copies. Okay, 1,000. Oh, like that. So we decided to get into the digital era. So we bought some tablets, and Dave made some software. And now every time a number changes, all the database changes, and well, we have more control. Even because of that, after a few months, Dave was able to extract some very useful data that finally made the company better, because we realized where there bottlenecks in production, who's faster doing this, who is slower doing that, who should, you know, the quality. This guy, when he's casting copies and their sprues pass through quality control, that is the guy who's cutting the copies, this guy has a very high level of successful copies, you know, copies that have the okay. So this guy is good at casting. Make him cast miniatures, don't put him making boxes, because this guy is obviously has hands for this. So a lot of very interesting readings from the software, from production, that made the company more efficient. So, and he also paints, you know. This is Fausto. This guy is a revolution for Corvus Belli. He's the guy that has made Corvus Belli go into digital sculpting, and now we are able to deliver more miniatures, quicker, good quality. The revolution of the last step to a higher quality level in sculpting is thanks to him. Okay, and if those schools are not made by him, they have been controlled by him in some kind of way. He's also a very good teacher for other sculptors, so he's a revolution. He has super good attitude, not diva stuff, very proactive, very looking for results. You know, I was there when there were the tough negotiations for Fausto to come into Corvus Belli. They go to the little table upstairs. Okay, Fausto, do you want to work for Corvus Belli? Yes. Oh, okay. I like the space. The environment is really nice. You are more a family or friends than workers. I want to be here. So he brought his family to Gangas, and he's super happy. He has a lot of energy. He's always making sports and stuff. Yeah, he's a motor fan. Yes, this is I stole this from his Facebook. He's there with with the pit lane girls. And there is this Japanese guy super jealous here. This is Fernando. That day he read the forums, so he was, don't take the photos. This is Jesus, he known also in the forums as V. He made the Infinity Army. Okay, you should know about this. The first Infinity Army, the first Infinity Army list maker was made by him because he loved Infinity and wanted to make the software. Okay. After that, Infinity was supporting him and finally hired him because he's a super valuable person. And this screen here is the next Infinity Army, the one that will be more about third edition. So, work in progress. This tool was one of those moves of the company for free, you know, that made many other people jump into the game. I remember the first year I was here at Gen Con that Magno Guillermo approaches to me, hey, how much money did you pay for the Infinity Army list maker? And I say, nothing. And this is Connie. He always wear football t-shirts, soccer t-shirts. This is Palanca.
Palanca!
Yeah. The ITS tournament system that we have nowadays is thanks to him. Okay, he put a lot of time and efforts into making, you know, missions that are not like Paradiso missions, easier missions, more simpler. Okay, that does not require to go back to the briefing mission constantly. The secondary objectives, many ideas of him, and many time and effort from him was that generated the organized tournament system that we have nowadays that is really making lots of people moving forward into Infinity, the whole activity of the tournaments. We're getting very good results from the ITS lately. And packaging people. They don't deserve any moment here. This guy obviously has made a mistake. Oh my god. And this is quality control, these people. Really? Ah, this is okay. Jose Luis Roch, the sculptor from the beginning of Infinity, the first Panopteania miniatures were made by him. All the Toja miniatures are made by him, except the Chaxa, I guess. And the Corvus, but he was super skillful, super talented traditional sculptor, and now he's becoming a digital sculptor. He's sitting next to Fausto, that is here, and he's learning and learning. The last Toja were made in digital sculpting, and the transition between the traditional sculpts and digital sculpts, if someone has noticed that, he has good eyes, but you know, he has made a lot of progress these years, okay? And was always thinking about that, yes?
Was there any resistance to the decision to go into entirely digital sculpting, or was that something that the whole company was behind? How did that process work?
Well, before making 28mm human figures, okay, at the beginning we were just considering 3D models for tags, okay? But that was many years ago. The first digital model of Corvus Belli was the Oyoroi, the Oyoroi Kidobutai Japanese tag. So we were pretty skeptical because Corvus Belli is a very ruled by artists that usually they're all very proud of their skills and the traditional sculpting. So 3D was there like something. In fact, Corvus Belli get into 3D sculpting super late. I mean, no, those days we were thinking, well, the 3D sculpting is the future. No, it's not the future, it's the present. Everybody's doing it. But also, apart from the stupid artistic stuff, production and dealing with 3D models and printed models and all the production issues of making copies from those models that could come was tricky.